Tonight they call our concert contemporary jazz. I mean, I don't know, you could say that it's modern chamber music. And I'm sort of more of like a griot, you know, like an Irish griot, a guy who tells stories on stage and on the drums. It's basically the story from In the Ring, and In the Ring is a song cycles, and they're all songs that tell a story that are all related to each other. And the story is the transformation of a man, and this man, he transforms into a coyote. First, he's tickled by a sunbeam in the morning, and he goes into the forest, and he gets lost, and he transforms into a coyote. And then after he turns into coyote, he goes on a train by Casey Jones. He's is related to folklore, American folklore. Casey Jones crashes the train to the bottom of the sea. He transforms into a silky, which is like a seal, half human being. And then after that, he goes out of the ocean, and then he gets trapped inside the wall. This is here. He gets trapped inside the wall, and he meets a man who lives in the wall, and he's talking to him. He finally transforms back into man, but then he realizes his shadow disappeared, so he has to fight his shadow. So he tries to box it. You know, shadow boxing? You know, when you box, you see the shadow, so he tries to fight his shadow. And then the shadow doesn't come back, so it's kind of a sad ending, but it's a ring. The story ends the way it starts, so it's all in this book with the CD, and all the poems and music is in here, so. I started collecting stories all around the world, like from Africa and Ireland, and I'm sort of I collect stories, and I sort of I sort of shape them. I reinterpret like folklore from the past, you know, and I do modern interpretations of these, and I sort of turn it into my own original creation.
The amount of pins approach me, pins of all shapes and sizes, long pins, dark pins, strong pins, dull pins, string of pins mold me into vein, take me to deeply lit.
I'm just influenced by like Samuel Beckett, you know, I'm influenced by the theater, but it's not really a theater performance. But I make a show out of it. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be like absolute strict music, like when you go to listen to a symphony, for instance. And you know, maybe you could say it's a little bit like modern musical theater, if you want to call it that. So.